Alright guys, how's it going, and welcome back to episode 4 of our playthrough of Football Manager 2024, playing as Farnborough Football Club. And things are going well. We're doing well in the league. We are through to our third game of the FA Cup, about to play the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. If we do well in that and get through, we are through to the FA Cup proper, which is a goal that we really wanted to get to. That is when we have the potential of making some big money, which will be great for our season going forwards. But it's not all been going our way. The curse of playing well is there are big teams coming in for our best players. So let's have a look at what has been going on. All right, so first things first, let's look at what has been going on between now and the last game from the previous episode. And that was a 3-1 victory over Welling. And it was quite a good game. It was a really good game, and I wish I had been able to show that to you. I did intend to show that game to you originally, as it was a kind of top of the table-ish kind of game. We were in third when I was looking forward to that coming. They were in fifth, so I thought that would be a good game. And it started off well. We went 2-0 up, and then it was 2-1, and then they pulled it back to 2-2, but it was disallowed, and we ended up being able to run away with the game 3-1 in the end. It was a really, really good all-round game, and yeah, really great performance by everyone on the team. And we, on the not so good front, we've got teams coming in for some of our better players. So Jordan Norville Williams, he is wanted by TNS, the New Saints, in the Simru Premier. No offers as of yet. Apparently they want to wait until the window opens, so we could be looking at some offers coming in for Norville Williams. But we have had an offer come in for probably our best standout player of the season so far, and that is Salim Saeed. He's wanted by a couple of clubs, Solihull Moors, who are in the national Vanarama National League, and also Forest Green, who are in League 2. So we have had the bid from Solihull Moors. I've not even really looked at it yet. I'm not going to want to get rid of him at all, and I mean, £875 is not going to go a long way to replace such a good player. Forest Green. So I think I could get away with rejecting the bid from Solihull Moors. But if a bid comes in from Forest Green, I think I'll have a very unhappy player if I reject a bid from a League 2 side. So if they come in with a bid, that might be the writing on the wall for our best player. So let's just have a look at what he's done for us so far. He has 2 goals and 3 assists in his league games, 5 goals and 1 assist in the FA Cup so far. So he has been pivotal in us getting to where we are in the FA Cup. So I don't want to get rid of him at all. So I've got to make a decision here of what to do. Yeah, so I think I can reject. I certainly want to get a better deal than £875 if I am going to lose him. So if I just reject this for the moment outright, and I'm just going to have to deal with it if better, bigger offers come in for him. So I'm going to reject that. No instructions. And yeah, hopefully he doesn't get too upset by that. But I'm going to progress forwards a little bit to our FA Cup 4th qualifying round game, and I will see you there. Okay, so a little bit of an update on another one of our players, Ollie Robinson, who hasn't really featured in our team so far. I did tout him out to other teams who might want him, and we had a few offers come back in. One of which was from Kings Lynn, who play in the Vanarama National North League, and they are willing to take him. Now, he's actually an all right player. He's not got bad attributes for this level. Could be better, and he could be useful as well. However, I have cover in that position, and I'm happy with the other players we got. What is notable is that he is on £300 per week, and he was someone that I thought, if we can get him off the books, he's going to free up enough money for me to potentially bring in Chuck, if he's willing to accept low enough money. So we are going to be happy for Ollie Robinson to go, and we will wish him all the best, playing in the Vanarama National South League. And I just wanted to quickly go over some other notable bits as well with you. So there has been calls for Kasimu to be called up to the Kenya squad for international duty. Really great for him, but I don't like that at all. The league that we play in, we don't get any breaks through the international period. So if he does get called up, we are going to be a player down for potentially important games, and he's our main guy up front. He's our main striker. 4 goals, 2 assists from him so far. If we have to lose him for a period of time because he gets called up, that's going to hurt. And don't really want that at all. And then I just wanted to note that we have been getting players in the team of the week teams. So that is always a good sign that we're getting players in the team of the week. So a little while back, it was Ben Mason. And then the week after, we had 2 players in, Oliver Pendlebury and Kasimu. They made it into the team of the week. And then the last week, we had Jordan Norville Williams and Kasimu again in the team of the week. So Kasimu is, he is doing himself a favour in getting himself picked for international duties. And then just to look at the first month of the league, we have got our monthly reviews. So on the finance side, we were doing all right. We've stopped us from losing too much money, still in the red, but that's okay. We're managing to bring in a bit of extra money, which is just going to see us in a better position come the end of the season. Performances, the analysis performances have been pretty good. So good ratings for Oliver Pendlebury, Jordan Davis, Salim Saeed, and just the overall team is performing really well. And then we got Aaron Cool won the player of the month. So really good for him. That is with 4 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist, and an average rating of 7.25. And a pass completion of 88%, making 11 key passes in 11 appearances so far this season. So really great for him. And on a bit of a smug note as well, I won manager of the season. Manager of the month for September. 4 matches, 4 wins, 100% win rate. So that is my first accolade for our playthrough with Farnborough. So yeah, a little bit smug about that. And our monthly reviews from our board and the supporters review as well. It's all looking good. An A from the board, A+ from the supporters. So yeah, they're happy, I'm happy, and hopefully we can continue with that sort of trend as well. And overall, the dressing room atmosphere is really good. The manager support is really good as well. We don't really have any unhappy players. Our team cohesion is up slightly. It needs to improve a lot more for my liking. But yeah, so I look back on the previous month and things are looking really good. For the FA Cup 4th qualifying round, we drew Dorking, who play in the Vanarama National League, so the league above. But we did draw them at home, so that's good. So yeah, I will go ahead and we will see how we do on that one. All right, so it's been confirmed. Ollie Robinson has completed his transfer to Kings Lynn, and that has freed up an extra £300 a week on wages. So yeah, we now have about 340, I believe it is. We don't. It's even less than that. I wonder why. It should be more. No, it should be less. 368 a week we got. Right. Okay, so with that in mind, I've got the two players that really caught my eye still in on trial. Caleb, Chuck. I'm not going to do his last name. Chuck. Yeah, he's 21 years old, and I think he could be an asset to us for the season. So if we look at the scout report, he potentially wants between 300 and 400. If we leave it a little bit longer, it could go down even more. And then we have Amrit Bansal McNulty. And he is a bit McNulty. He's 23, so he's probably a little bit closer to his full potential. But he's a good attacking player. Can play right across the front, central attacking midfielder, and as a winger on either side as well. He's got pretty good dribbling, pretty good technique as well, and his physical attributes are pretty good as well. So he could cause some real problems for people up the opposition defence as well. And he would probably want about 220 to 300. It'd be nice to get both of them on the player roster. But I just don't have that much money left. Obviously, if we have to face the prospect of losing players like Saeed, then that would free up some more money. Saeed is also on 300 a week. So if we were to lose him, we could replace him with someone like McNulty. We could just have a look at their comparisons, and they're not that dissimilar, really. They're both short asses, 5'4" and 5'5". Yeah, so they're pretty even on the technical attributes. McNulty just edges it a little bit. Saeed has got much better crossing though. So yeah, I like that he can cross the ball. He's got better finishing and better first touch and better passing as well. So he probably stands out for me on the technical side. On the mental attributes, they are pretty even again, though Saeed has better teamwork, better positioning, better decisions as well. So overall, again, I think he's a better player when it comes to mental attributes. He's got the work rate as well. Yeah, and determination and leadership. I mean, they are some pretty important mental attributes, and he has that. So really, it's only on the physical side that McNulty really overshadows Saeed. But they both got the same sort of pace. So it very similar players, but they definitely won't be a like for like. I do think it'll be a slight downgrade. We definitely won't see the contributions that we've seen from Saeed so far. So I think Chuck could be the player we want to bring in on a permanent basis. So I'm going to see if we can get a contract drawn up for him and see if we can get him on board. All right, so we have put in a contract offer with Chuck. We did have to go a little bit higher than I really wanted. We ended up settling on 350 a week. That's then got appearance fees on top of that. So probably more than I really wanted, and more than I probably value him at as well. And as is the way when you put a contract offer in for someone that's been on trial with you for ages and no one's even been sniffing around him at all, Southend come in and make an offer for him as well. So they are in the Vanarama National League, so he will most likely choose to go to them instead. They probably can offer him more money as well. So that is probably dead in the water for us, unfortunately. So we will have to see. But yeah, let's get to our FA Cup game. All right, so I'm as happy as I can be with our team selection for our upcoming game against Dorking. Unfortunately, we can't play Aaron Cole because he's on loan from Dorking. So one of our better players we can't play today, unfortunately. But I'm happy to bring in Morgan Williams in his place. Just a shame we can't even have him on the bench or vice versa. So we're just going to have to live with that. But for the most part, it's an unchanged team. It's our strongest team there and thereabouts. So I'm happy with that. I still want to try and play attacking, so I've not changed formation either. Try and get our possession game going and try and be dangerous on the attack. We want to try and beat Dorking and get through to the next round. So we have got a bit of a good partnership going on our right hand side between Mason and Davis. A little bit surprised that we haven't seen one form on the left side with the performances of Saeed and Norville Williams. And Norville Williams with an average rating of 7.82 from his last 5 games, and Saeed with 8.16 from his last 5 games as well. But I do hope to see some strong partnerships forming across the pitch in the coming games. So let's get through and we'll get into the game. All right, we've given our team a pre-match pep talk. That is our squad going out today, and this is the slightly more defensive, I'd say, Dorking squad, but they're going to be dangerous. They're going to be better than us in reality. So fingers crossed, and we will see how this goes. All right, so they have got a free kick, and it sails high and wide, so that is good for us. Yeah, so we have possession at the moment, 61% possession at the moment, so, and a 91% pass completion. That is looking really good at the moment as well. We've had 3 shots and only 1 on target though, so our XG is still a little low. But we do look like we might struggle in the middle of the field with the way their formation is set up. We may just struggle to get the ball forwards, but a big cross in from the left hand side for Dorking, and Brancoombe just places it in the top far corner. Nothing Roberts could do about that, so let's fire the team up. We need some fight. I might be kicking myself by the end of this game for not going a bit more defensive. So let's get back to it and see what we can do. Hopefully we can turn possession into something. So attacking down the right hand side, we just seem to be overrun by their players at the moment, but hopefully we can find a way through. Pendlebury back to Bailey, pass it out wide left to Norville. Norville pushes forwards, finds Saeed on the left hand side. Oh, Saeed loses the ball, but he gets it back to Pendlebury. Pendlebury crosses into Davis, and Davis puts it in the back of the net. That is 1-1. We are back in the tie. Really happy for that. Yeah, see, we are struggling. Even on one-on-ones, we're struggling. Our best player, Saeed, struggling to keep hold of the ball there. He did manage to win it back, and then we turned it into a chance and got the goal. Hopefully we can put the pressure on them and get another goal now. So yeah, we've got the ball with a free kick. Kasimu taking the free kick, and he lobs it into the middle of the penalty area, but it's easily defended. Saeed on the edge of the area, and oh my god, was that off the bar and the post? That was seriously close to just settling in the top right hand corner there, but we got the corner, and it was another poor corner. We are so poor for corners, really poor for corners. I'm surprised we don't have Pendlebury taking our corners. He should be pretty good at them. He's a bit of a free kick master. He has put some beautiful free kicks into the back of the net for us. So, well, half time, we're at 1-1, 89% pass completion. We have succeeded some of the possession to Dorking, but we do have a higher XG than them at the moment. All right, let's pump this. Proud of everyone's effort. Keep going. We can win this. All right. Yeah, put my glasses on. Full concentration. Okay. It's still pretty even. Both got about the same amount of pass completion and about the same amount of possession. Let's give another shout. Encourage the team. They can do this. Come on, lads. Right, 70 minutes. Let's make some substitutions. Kasimu is really struggling up front. I probably should have thought about it. He doesn't like big games, and he's up against higher opposition, so he's probably not going to be enjoying this game at all. And Saeed has been kept silent in this game. All right, so we're going to bring on Mac Riley. Yeah, Mac Riley for Kasimu. Do I really want to take off Saeed? And I've just seen we've just conceded again, so we are 2-1 down, and that is probably going to be the tie going to Dorking. Let's bring on Reggie Young for Saeed, and we're going to switch him to a winger on attack, and then we're going to bring Jaden Davis as a inside forwards on attack. Right, have we got any other tired legs out there or bad performance? Our defence have got low ratings, but they're up against a better class of player, so I'm not surprised that they are struggling at the moment. But we'll just stick with the 2 substitutions at the moment and see how we go. I'm going to shout for we're going to demand more. We do have the ball out to Norville Williams. He's looking for an inside pass to Riley. He can't find Reggie Young on the through ball, and it's easily cut out. But we should regain possession here and start the attack again. Bailey in the middle to Williams. Williams plays it back to Jobson. Jobson to Mason. Oh, and that is a sloppy pass. Bailey probably should have picked that ball up there. I am going to blame Bailey for that. He wasn't concentrating. He didn't see the ball coming, and it just rolled past him. All right, Dorking corner. If we concede here, that is the tie finished for us, but we managed to defend the corner. It's not completely clear yet. There's still danger. It's out on the edge of the area. Oh, and Roberts manages to hold on to a long-range shot there. Good goalkeeping from Roberts. And we just need to get on the attack again and see if we can clutch a draw and take it back to Dawkins ground. I won't mind a replay. Even if we don't make it through to the next round, we get the extra money from a replay. And surely that's a... Come on, ref. It's Dorking back on the attack now. And play it inside. Can we get possession back? This is agonising to watch. We need the ball. We need the ball to be able to get the goal we need. Yeah, so I don't want to just be sat here watching them just knocking the ball about. They've got the ball back. They attack again. Big cross into the box, and that's an open goal. Poor goalkeeping there by Roberts. He's let himself down there. Oh, and it won't count. Offside. Okay. All right, a little bit of a let off there. But Roberts definitely didn't cover himself in glory there. I don't know what he was doing. He went down looking like he'd been shot in the middle of the box there. One more encouragement and see if we can do anything. Is there one more substitution we can make to change the game? Not really. I'm going to bring Alfie Cutbush on for Sam Bailey. He is tired, and Dorking have got another goal. That is the tie gone, unfortunately. Well, we knew it was going to be a struggle, and we didn't have the luck of the draw. There were still lower teams in the draw, or teams in the same sort of league as us. But we ended up getting a draw with a higher, bigger team, and yeah, we paid the price there. So unfortunately, that is going to be our FA Cup run over. So we still have the FA Cup trophy to look forward to, and I mean, we've got a better chance of getting further in that there are less rounds to deal with. So that is that. So I'm not going to be too harsh on the boys, though we should have really maybe made a better account of ourselves than going down 3-1 at home. Do I tell him off? Maybe. Do the hands on the hips, dad, kind of telling off kind of thing. And I don't like what I saw from the team. Okay, wasn't too bad a reaction. Davis didn't like it, but that's probably only because he got the goal. All right, well, that's our FA Cup dream over. We were hoping to at least get to the first round proper, but that's another 3,000 in the bank for us. But that's all we're going to get from the FA Cup, unfortunately. So I will progress through, and I will catch you up when we are playing St Albans. Okay, so match day for the St Albans game today, and we've got another game in just a few days against Maidstone. So I've tried a little bit of rotation around the squad. Mac Riley in for Kasimu, Meki in for Davis, but I've switched the wings. So Meki is technically in for Saeed, Reggie Young in for Davis as well. Aaron Krall comes back into the squad, replacing Morgan Williams. I've put Jack Shaw, one of our new signings, into the deep line play maker position, in place of Sam Bailey, and Cartwright in at left back for Norville Williams as well. So yeah, much rotation, without overdoing it. Hopefully we can still get a result from St Albans game. They are in about 20th, I think, in the league. Maidstone are 3rd in the league as well, so I'm looking ahead that, so I have a much stronger team for the Maidstone game as well, but hopefully we still get the result here that we want. So we'll get into the match. All right, so let's give the team the pep talk. Right, let's point fingers and tell them we should be winning these matches. See what we can do. Okay, pass completion still up in the 90s, so that is good. A good sign for us. 66% possession, so that is looking good. Let's give them a shout to encourage them. No replays yet, and we're nearly 25 minutes in. A little bit discouraging. 2 shots, only 1 on target. Yeah, are we going to get 1 highlight in this first half? It's not actually looking like it. What an uneventful game so far. Still just 2 shots and 1 on target, but we're here. We finally get a replay 2 minutes from half time, and it's Farnborough in possession. On the left hand side, Cartwright to Meki, plays it back to ball. Cartwright, maybe there's just not enough creativity and attacking prowess in the squad, but Riley breaks through, and what a shot from outside the box. Riley with a rifled shot past the stranded St Albans keeper. Couldn't really do anything about that, but a brilliant shot. Takes 1 touch, rifles it in. Keeper just did no chance there. What a shot from Riley. That takes us to half time, 1-0 up, and yeah, couldn't have scored at a better time from a very uneventful first half. So let's tell them they can definitely do better, because I'm sure they can. Let's get the lads back out there and see if we can take hold of this match with another goal. Let's fire them up. All right, let's look at getting some replacements in. I think Adam Meckie is not performing here, and also Aaron Cole isn't performing either. So we're going to bring Morgan Williams in and Jaden Davis as well. And we're going to swap them around. Reggie Young, let's switch him to a inverted winger in support. Right, is there anyone else at the moment? We have very tired legs from Jack Shaw. So we can bring Sid Nelson in, replace him for Jack Shaw, and then we'll swap Kanye Jobson and Sid Nelson around as well. And yeah, we can get some fresh legs on and see this game out. I'm not sure if we see another goal in this game, but it's just going to be one of those games where we just grind out a result, I guess. But that is a bad goal kick from their keeper. Davis with a big shot from near the edge of the area, and all the keeper could do was parry it over the bar. Cartwright with the corner for Farnborough. Can he find anyone in the middle? He can't, but Young collects the ball and he pops it back out to Cartwright, who can't win the header. Nelson picks the ball up and we retain possession. But that is it for the highlight. Obviously, a bit of a dull game today, unfortunately. Not good for the home fans, but a win is a win. If we can hold on to the score, well, keeper had to save that. And now we've got a defender corner. So in comes the corner. Cartwright is there to head the ball at the near post. And not a very good corner as well. Looked like one of our corners, to be fair. 85 minutes. We've just got to see out this game now. Very, very bad game. Nelson with a big ball over top. Mackie just has no one to head the ball onto, unfortunately. Big hoof up pitch by St Albans keeper, but they have possession again. Cartwright turns the possession over, and we can just retain possession at the back. And that was a real poor ball by Pendlebury there. Not very good at all. Very unlike him, to be fair. He's usually much better on the ball. Davis on the right wing though, and he is on the attack. Can he find anyone? He finds Pendlebury. Pendlebury with the volley or half volley. Yeah, Pendlebury is pretty good, isn't he? That's not bad technique. Not every player could do that, to be fair. But brilliant work by Davis on the right wing. Just holds the ball up long enough for reinforcements to arrive. Pendlebury just smashes that ball on the half volley by the looks of it. 2-0, and that is the 3 points for Farnborough. And yeah, we're going to be looking pretty good on the league table at the moment. Ooh. Thought that was going to be one back for St Albans there, but that is the game. And 3 points, a very hard fought 3 points, but we had to rotate. We had to look at the next game against Maidstone, who are going to be tougher competition, so we want our full strength squad ready for that. So let's just well done the boys for a job well done. And we are top. Farnborough, first place. And our next game against Maidstone, who are in second. That should be on the next episode. But yeah, I don't know. But we've set a new record, I think. No, we haven't. 6 straight wins in league. We were ready to set a new record of straight wins when we played Dorking, but we lost. So unfortunately, we just equaled our previous record of consecutive wins. So yeah, that is unfortunate. So yeah, it'd be great to show you the next game against Maidstone, but that's going to be too soon. So I will rejoin you in the next episode when we enter the FA Trophy. We don't know who we're going to be playing yet, but we will find out when I see you in the next one. But as for now, as usual, if you've enjoyed today's content, leave us a like, and if you've got anything to say, leave us a comment in the comments down below. And if you could subscribe as well, I'd really appreciate that. It helps me continue to make the content and continue to grow, which is I really appreciate that if you do. But as for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.